Load your weapons. How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. Ho ho. Ho ho. Last, you're gonna have to retire me little hat. Ho ho ho. It's not Christmas Day, but every day is Christmas. That's Tiny Tim. God bless us, everyone.
Can't be caught standing around doing nothing.
Pretty soon. Watch out. Yeah. Gonna polish up the old katana. It's an antique thingy. Sentimental for my dad who passed away. Jeez. It will be 6.5 years ago. And my friend, my dear love, Marguerite Joy Smith. Love you, Marguerite. Here we are. Passed away a couple years ago. Right before the pandemic. So anyway. Yes. You know, it's out with the old, but, you know, there's stuff that'll stay with you forever. Coffee, like coffee. A first sip of the day. I have to figure out a way to play this. God, the Toastmaster Christmas party. Alright, alright. Yeah, taking over. Nice shout out to my friend on Maui, Captain Woody. My friend, Captain Woody. Love you, bro. You know what? I gotta do this time. And yes, this is whatever. So this is like the true whatever meaning of whatever. Whatever. You know, I go over the news because it's a consistent thing. But it's not exactly a newspaper where I really focus on the news. It's meant to be hang loose. Hang loose. So, but what do we have in the news? They're all talking about Biden in his first year, and Biden's talk about Biden. Holy crap, man. Where's the guy? He's talking to Putin. Biden's talking to Putin, saying, what's just going on here with this stuff in the Ukraine? What do you think you're doing there? That's our friends, the Ukrainians. Putin have a seat. I gotta call you up on the Batman for Joe Biden's talking to Putin. Oh my God, it's like Biden. Joe Biden. Ba 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 ba. Yeah, insert a segment there. Speaking of Brits, this is senseless transition. I'm still walking through the M Cave videos of the guy's name is Kenny Veach. He went missing in 2014. I personally just say here's the mystery for me. I think he staged his own disappearance. Like he just did one of those vanishing acts. I mean, he was a really, really, really super duper, really ultra kind of super duper, really experienced hiker. He lived in that area. He went hiking in that area. It's treacherous. Mojave Desert, just north of Nevada. I mean, north of Nevada, in Nevada, north of Las Vegas. Whatever. But the desert, I've been in the Sonora Desert in Tucson, you know, west Tucson. I've been in, oh man, you don't know, you don't even realize the heat and the zero humidity. It's like sucks it all out of your. It's like you don't even realize it, and you're stupid. You can't think. Been through the desert on a horse with no name because I couldn't remember the name of the horse and my name and the difference between me and the horse. Hey, the desert will strike you dumb. And the guy was a minimalist. He went with like, oh, I have plenty of water in my canteen, but I'll only take a little witty sip and see how far I can go with a sip. So he's testing his endurance a lot, which means like he's more experienced, but no compass, no nothing, and he's more I think after a while, you can make a fatal mistake, and all it does is like knock you out, and then you die of exposure. Or trip, oopsie. Yeah. So even an experienced hiker could die in that extreme environment. So it's a possibility. But I have a feeling that he just booked it. He went, I'm going to do this. Go across the mountain, have someone pick me up, leave my little phone there. They'll be looking for me and just don't post anything. Do whatever I want to. And I think that's what he did. Personal opinion. But it's a big controversial thing now. It's even bigger than before. Oh gosh. But kudos to that. So I'm like examining. I'm like half stalker of Wrath. I'm like looking at his videos. How is he doing his videos? Because I'm in that route. I'm just dissatisfied. Mongoose Max. But we'll make a fresh start, new year. I don't know. I'll change stuff up. Maybe. I mean, year in review already. Yeah, I changed stuff up because of mistakes. I'm using OBS because my other machine check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. Fix it. And once I got into OBS, it's kind of easier because you can just do like B-rolls and just put them up there in little cubby holes. You have a bunch of B-rolls and whatever, right? So let's look what's in the news anyways. It's a little bit because I have fun with these letters to the editor. Okay, our mayor, blah, 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 Giardi, who's a businessman, and because he's like, yeah, man. So now he's like doing the, he's trying to be a good mayor, I think. And he went, well, we need to put restrictions in, but he really wanted to open businesses for everybody. Everyone was on that phase of the pandemic. I want money and I want a paycheck, and wah, I don't have any money. I don't have any paycheck. And woe is me. It sucks to be mongoose, but that's why mongoose. There's a connection. Oh, they found a mongoose. Oh, check it out. You know, one time, real quick. They found, see, Mongoose Max is a cartoon character I made up of when AOL first began. Somebody lent me, the guest said, so I had to make up my own name. And Mad Max was taken. So I went, well, Mongoose Max, because I'd head out to this beach from the beer drinking days. I'd watch the horizon and surfing and rock and roll, drink beer, look at the horizon, watch the cliffs and road. That was my life for years. And every once in a while, out of the garbage can, pops a mongoose. It's like mongoose. So it went from Mad Max to Mongoose Max. And that same friend who lent me that AOL address is coming to visit, so maybe I can convince him to come onto my channel. I don't know. Maybe. So anyhow, mongoose. A mongoose was spotted on Kauai, and they're not supposed to be, so he's captured. Mongoose on Kauai. Alert. Alert. Said blah 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 yada, back to the tangent. He's like, now he's going personal responsibility over new restrictions. So he's basically saying, I'm not really going to be the bad guy. You can vote for me again. Reinforcer. But he's trying to say, well, you know, these things you gotta, and it should be, I don't know. But when you make it a rule, people just want to get away with it. And then if you make it their own responsibility, then maybe their social pressure is better. I don't know. The water could be clean by the end of January. We're all good now, right? Maybe. We're good to go. I haven't done back in the day for a couple days, so I feel bad. So let's just do back in the day. Oh, we got a neat picture here. 1968. What the hell is going on? University of Hawaii students vote by show of hands to end their sit-in at Bachman Hall. What is this? 68? Oh my gosh. Sit-in in 68. For more than 10 hours of administration. The demonstration was spurred by the university's decision to withdraw the offer of tenure for political science assistant professor Oliver Lee. Withdraw an offer for tenure for the political science assistant professor Oliver Lee. So they really liked Oli. Hey, come on, give him his tenure. Give Ollie his tenure, you. I shouldn't say that. I don't know. Can I swear on these things? I'm beginning to wonder. I'm trying not to be, so I can be. I don't know why. I feel like I'm being in a classroom, but teaching stuff. That's out with the old. They did me wrong. Somebody did somebody wrong. Song. State shortens COVID isolation rules. Whatever. But you can get some fish, right? Because that's one thing. The operation manager says, hey, you know what? We still get fish. You want some sushi? You want some sushi? We got that sushi. Check out the big ocean tuna. Look at that, man. There's some fatties. They go, hey, I like sushi. Sushi's good. Okay. Thank you for sharing. And in the news, we're still... in the sports kind news. This is the only news. This is now for the real news. Who's playing? Oklahoma rolls by on Oregon. Yay! Yay, Oklahoma. Other rig. I don't know. I've been to Oklahoma. This Oklahoma. They say it's not California. It's Oklahoma. You gotta watch out about Oklahoma. It's like a lot of flatness. So if they have tornado stuff, it's like you got nowhere to go. It's like, uh-oh. Okay, Tualia time. So he's the quarterback. He's like number one. Wait, Maryland quarterback. Oh, so he's the Maryland quarterback. He's the other small guy. So 42 touchdown. Virginia Tech. Oh, so there's like college. Yeah. So the other Tua is like Tua number one. He's like he's all pro with. Anyways, Dolphins. So don't worry about your supply chain strain, because we got tuna. Ahi, check out the ahi. Gotta have your small victories. No, I mean, I'm all for this. Stay on the positive side of life, but the only way you can stay on the positive side of life, right, is to acknowledge that the negative side is there. So, there's Tom Brady. Oops. No. Dave Barry. Oh. If you ever want to read something, read Dave Barry, Year in Review. Dave Barry is a humor columnist. He's in Florida. He's friends with Stephen King. They used to have this rock bottom remainder garage band. They would play together and stuff. I wrote this. I was reading his stuff so much, I wrote him a fan letter, and he wrote back. Well, how cool. But this guy is actually really neat. So he'll go through the march and this and that. Oh, this isn't today's paper. Oh, save today's paper. He's syndicated, right? So he's like a Florida mobster. No. He wrote some books too, and one of them became a movie. I forgot what it was. But whatever. Sorry, Dave. And then there's Tom Brady. So there's good news and there's bad news. Hello, Tom Brady. Wait, we can't zoom in on you. So sorry. All right. So, but we're gonna go. I can't read them. It's a big read. I mean, you want to sit down, relax, and read the kind. Okay. What? But you know what? Do we have letters to the editor or what? I have to go to the menu. Now to the menu. World report. The world, the nation. What the heck? All right. Variants. I guess they just took out letters to the editor and put Tom Brady. They put Dave Barry. Well, I guess so. Okay, let's read a little bit of Tom. Sorry, Dave, I'm calling you Tom. Rock bottom remainder. This guy's fun, though. This guy's fun. Let's look at a little bit of the year in review. First of two parts. So this is part one. So it's like he's going to go through months of the year, right? Is there anything positive we can say about 2021? Yes, we can say that it was marginally better than 2020. Yeah. Granted, that is not high praise. It's like saying that somebody is marginally nicer than Hitler, but it's something. What was better about 2021? Well, for one thing, people finally emerged from their isolated pandemic cocoons and started connecting with others. Granted, the vast majority. I have to check it on. Excuse me. Let's check it from our my scene change OBS. Granted, the vast majority of people who connected with us this year wanted to discuss our car's extended warranty, but still. Another improvement was that most stores got rid of those one-way anti-COVID arrows on the floor. It's true. The floor walk this way. You'd be halfway down the supermarket aisle. You realize that you've gone past the Cheez-Its, but you couldn't turn around and go back because you were going to go against the arrows, which meant you could get COVID. Aha. Was that stupid or what? Fortunately, in 2021, we followed the science, which decided that coronavirus does not observe floor arrows. On the other hand, the science would not make up its mind about the masks, especially in restaurants. Should everybody in the restaurant wear them? Should only the staff wear them? Should people who are standing up wear them, but not people who are sitting down? Which would seem to suggest that the virus can also enter our bodies via our butts? We still don't know. We can't wait to find out what the science will come up with for us next. Anyway, our point is not that 2021 was massively better than 2020. Our point is that much, at least, was different. A variant, so to speak. And like any year, it has both highs and lows. Starting in January. Excuse me. I'll leave the rest of Dave Barry for you to find if you enjoy that sort of humor. Anyways, my little year in review isn't much of a year in review. Got an operation in my butt. Wasn't technically my butt, but that's wrong. Operation. The post-operational stitches are. I think I popped some stitches. So just call me Popa Stitch. When you care, Popa Stitch. What's up, Popa Stitch? I don't know. Popa Stitch, you there?
What? Talking to me? You're making fun of me? Better not be making fun of me. I don't smell. You smell. Omni, omnitar. Oh, you mean that guy? What? You're talking to my friend for? Hey, you're Popa Stitch. Is that what you call me now? Popa Stitch? Alright, come to live with you there. And live in the room upstairs next to the other thing. That's right. Then I'll switch the other room. I'll tell your mama. I'm not your papa. What do you call me? I'm not your papa. Since Popa Stitch I'll tell you about my stuff. When you are in the recovery room, I said, hey, you guys kids. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Get out of here. Get.
I don't know if he's there. He's not all there. Anyhow, it's time to... I don't know what it's time for. It's time to say Happy New Year's Eve. When you look at it, it's just another day, just another year, just another lifetime in the endless reincarnation. Get me out of this moksha! Ah! Nirvana! I've reached moksha! Get me out of this endless cycle of reincarnation. Jesus, hello there. Oh, that's how you do it. Jesus. It's the baby Jesus thing, because damn sure I'm going to be back in the Exorcist factor and the devil stuff and possession because the witch is just sniffing around, and I really do believe that shit's real. So anyways, take care. Eve, Luya,